Hey everyone, it's Michael GoosebumpsFan. Today I'm going to be doing another Goosebumps episode review because tonight was Friday night slash Saturday morning. And like I said in the previous video, I just kind of wanted to come home and read a little Goosebumps and watch some Goosebumps and stuff. And that's pretty much what I did because I had a lot of episodes that I had not recorded reviews for on the channel. And I figure that's probably because I must have read the books after or before I started doing episode reviews on the channel, because originally on this channel, for anybody who doesn't know, I was going to do episode reviews a lot longer, like way later after I read all the books, and that didn't last long. But still, I did a review on Deep Trouble just before this video. This is Ghost Beach, it's based off the really great book that I still love and adore and everybody else seems to hate. It was actually an episode released on October 19th, 1996. It's about 20 minutes long, not a very long episode. It's Season 2, Episode 9. I did not see Ghost Beach when I was growing up. Actually, my first exposure to Ghost Beach, whether it be the book or the TV or anything, episode, whatever, was the JonTron Goosebumps two-part episode thing that he did, where it was like, I think, 15-minute long episode, so about a half an hour in total for two different videos together of him talking about three different Goosebumps TV episodes and talking about the books a little bit and all that. I had not heard of Ghost Beach. I had not seen Ghost Beach at that point. The show had already ended before I was exposed to Goosebumps on VHS tapes and certain books like the reprints from 2004 and 5 and all that. When I saw the JonTron video, I knew somewhere deep down in me that this Ghost Beach episode would be something I liked. And I still do, a lot. I think it's very fun. I thought it was very cool and very enjoyable. This is probably the 5th time I've seen this on DVD. I actually have the DVD right here. I don't know if I already showed this. I don't think I did. Ghost Beach on this two-piece, two-divided DVD box set. I like it a lot. I personally love the book a whole lot more. The book is a lot better. The book is a lot spookier and creepier, and I'll get into the plot in just a moment. The episode itself was really fun. It's really enjoyable. Very choppy because of the editing being so sloppy, because it's a short, low-budget, 20-minute long thing for a Goosebumps TV episode. It was actually directed by Steve DeMarco, who is also the guy who did the Go Eat Worms episode, which I have not seen myself because I haven't read the book yet. I want to read the book first before I get any of that spoiled for me. I've heard Go Eat Worms is good, the book and the episode, so I don't know. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. I don't know. But DeMarco, I think, did a pretty good job with the episode. I think it's, again, to utilize the cheapness of the episode, I thought it was really good. Basically, you have a brother and sister who go off to their cousin's house. That these cousins are like in their 50s. It's a weird way to call that person your cousin. That's like your 5th cousin. Maybe further off beyond that. Anyway, they have a beach, pretty much, that they live by. And the kids go out there to hang out with these cousins, and they encounter two other kids about their age, 12 or 13, 11, somewhere in there, that are very odd-acting people. They talk a little funny, especially the girl, Louisa. Very, very funny, weird way of talking. The actress is not very good here. I think the boy that they encounter is actually pretty good. The two main leads, the boy and girl, especially the boy, I actually thought were very good. They were fine. The cousins, the older cousins that are like in their 50s, I was just making fun of, they were really good too. There's another character that's in the episode that I think is great too. Probably the best performance in the whole episode itself. It kind of reminds me of Tim Robbins. I won't spoil who this character is. Now, when they encounter these two random kids off the side on the beach, the two kids had the same last name as them, as these two main characters, Sadler. So they assume that they're probably relatives of some sort, maybe another cousin from a newer, closer generation. And there's a lot of like an urban legend feel to the book. And there's a lot of that kind of preserved in this TV episode adaptation that I enjoy a lot. It feels just fun to watch. One of my favorite aspects of this whole Ghost Beach episode, you're probably wondering why it's called Ghost Beach if you don't know anything about this story. Essentially on this beach there's like a small black hole cave in the side of the hill, right? It's a cave. Now, there's rumors saying that this cave is haunted. And the two kids told the two main kids, or the two side kids told the two main kids, whatever, about this whole urban legend about a ghost that lives inside of the cave, and that every once in a while, even in the daylight, you can look up there at the cave and see a flashing light inside of there. Maybe a flashlight, maybe a flame, maybe some kind of fire, we don't know. Very bad CGI in this 20-minute long episode. But there is one portion of it I would like to say that if I had been a child and I had seen this episode when I was a kid instead of waiting all these years until JonTron did his episodes here on YouTube, I just hit something beside my hand. If I had waited this long, or that long, if I was a very young child when I saw this episode would have just traumatized me. It would have been one of the scariest things Goosebumps ever put out at that time. And I probably would have been petrified and probably never been the same. I'm not a very not damaged person now, but this episode, I'm going to mind you, when I saw the big reveal at the end of the episode on JonTron's little two-part thing that he did on YouTube, it messed with me. It was pretty horrific. Even JonTron admits that it's probably one of the creepiest things he'd ever seen in Goosebumps. This episode has a really cool atmosphere, a little bit better than I would say a lot of the random standalone 20-minute long non-two-parter episodes from the Goosebumps TV show. I think that DeMarco did a really good job with what he had to work with here. I love the cave stuff. Again, all of this feels so good as a preservation of the adaptation of the Ghost Beach novel. I think the Goosebumps Ghost Beach book is so freaking good. I don't know why people hate it. I don't know why people... I almost wonder if people didn't read the book, if they just saw this movie, or this episode, and based their judgments about that book off of this episode, because they're so much alike. The book is fantastic. The book feels very much like an urban legend brought to life in a Goosebumps way. It's so good, like Ghost Camp. It's in that way. I would recommend it with Ghost Camp if you like Ghost Camp, and vice versa, then you'll enjoy both. This book has a really creepy atmosphere to it in general, a really creepy tone to it, and yet the episode itself maintains an eerie atmosphere that I enjoy a lot. I had so much fun watching this again. I enjoyed every time I watched it, even though, again, the editing is not good. The editing is very choppy and sloppy and all over the place, kind of like my reviews, you know? The music is great. I love when we get, like, thunderstorms and stuff on the beach, but there's also scenes where you can clearly tell that they, in post-production, converted a day shot of a beach with the water and everything, and then put like a CGI moon in the background to make it look like it's nighttime, where they darkened the color. It's bad, man. When I can spot that, then you know that you messed up. But again, Goosebumps, very low budget, especially these 20-minute long episodes. They were always very low budget. But for the most part, I really love it. I think the third act of the episode, if you want to call it that, like I'd really say like the last 4 minutes of the episode is really great. Really spooky, very eerie. I don't know if I'd recommend this episode to watch around Halloween time, like in October. It feels like a very summertime type thing, since it's a vacation thing for these two kids to go visit their relatives. I recommend it as a summertime, like 2 a.m. type thing to watch, because it's kind of eerie, it's kind of fun and creepy. I could not imagine what it would be like to watch this at the beach, like if I got to go to the beach anytime in the next couple of years. If I got to watch this on a DVD player in a hotel room or something while I hear the waves crashing outside of my door, that would be fun and wild and weird. And maybe even more spooky. Maybe it'd add to the atmosphere of this fun little episode. I don't know. Have you ever watched Ghost Beach or read Ghost Beach at the beach? Any beach. I don't care where you've been. I just want to know. I really like Ghost Beach as an episode. Probably one of my favorites. Probably my like top 10 episodes of Goosebumps, the TV show. I don't know how to really justify that. I just really enjoy it. I've always enjoyed it. And again, I saw this as an adult for the first time, like a few years ago, when JonTron did his videos, when my big exposure happened. Then I got the DVD from my grandparents, and I started watching it from there, and I've been obsessed. I've watched it, like I said, 4 or 5 times now, and I've loved it every single time I've watched it, even though it's not perfect. If I had to rate the Ghost Beach TV episode adaptation of the old book from the old classic 62 book series, I would probably give Ghost Beach like a 4 out of 5 stars. Like, I'm pretty into this, man. I like it a lot. I would love to hear your thoughts about the book, about the TV episode and all that, down in the comment section down below. I really enjoyed it. I think it's worth a watch. I think it's worth a read before you watch it. I think if you read the book first, there's no room to be spoiled by the JonTron videos, by the TV episode, which is kind of rushed. The book is perfectly paced. I love it to death. I think it's fantastic. I've also done a review here on the channel, in case you'd like to check that out as well, because I love Ghost Beach. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Put them down below, guys. Thank you for watching. May the Lord Jesus Christ bless you guys today, and goodbye.